Morning guys, I'm hoping this is going to work. It's my old camera. I tell you, I'm having trouble with technology at the moment. Right, Bank Holiday Monday, 20 degrees, absolutely roasted. Look like the secretary's here. My plan is today to get the lawnmower working, so I'm now going to let these girls out because they're probably hot. Get them sorted. I've never seen it so busy up here, but it's good. I'm now going to crack on with my early sweet corn. These are, they should crack along. I harvested them earlier, but as you can see, the sky look like, yeah, it's packed up here. Right, off we go. Right, as you can see, I've done them about 12 inches apart, and I've done the rows 14. So I'm going to try and bash that light in. I'll try and do 5 across. That's what I'm trying to do, and then I'll start on another 2. I've got the girls come to see me. They're looking fairly good. I know they're on the motor at the moment, which they're changing the weather. We're 20 degrees today. It's absolutely gone balmy. Look at my cabbages. I think my cabbages are looking nearly ready to bolt. I've got collies. They're blowing as quick as they can open up. Absolutely packed. Russell's getting on with his because he's going away soon. Right, let's get this last bit done, and I'll show you the end results. Right guys, the wife was clearing that bed for me, and the leaves are going to go to the chickens, and they're starting to enjoy it. Right, as you can see, these are a little bit anemic, so they have been sitting in tomato feed. I've now got one to go in there. My wife's...
Who strapped that the other day then?
Right guys, I was unsure. You believe it, do you? Never mind. I've got some more in there, later variety of sweet corn, which are going to go over that side. But I'm trying to get my beans. I'm going to have some... Yeah, here I come. Tease up. Right guys. She had to put a hat on because she put hairspray on and the flies have been following her everywhere. Right, that's my sweet corn. That little one at the end there is a different variety. So that'll self-pollinate with them. So I've managed to cut my grass, get my sweet corn in. Chickens have been totally cleaned out, both sides, both houses. I've now cleaned that bit. I'm going to put some spring onions in, but the my lettuces are coming through now. Won't be long before we have lettuce. But look, see, this is the last year for it anyway. Carrots have come through in here. So off we pop. I'm just going to rake the last bit there. Guys, I've just give a little bit of a backward rake over. But I'm not going to do too much. There's plenty of ladybirds about. And I've just now put them more on the side of that raised bed. As you can see, we're having a good old long day today. But a few aches and pains now. Aches and pains, and I'm now going to put them spring onions into there, and anything else I've got I can bash into that just to use. And I want to just weed that end bit there. Right, off we go. Right guys, there's 2 sets of spring onions in there. There's a red and a white. So I've got more carrots come through, look. More carrots. I've gone through these garlic. They're the garlic that didn't heart. They stayed as a solid clove. I'm hoping, because they should have had a frost, that they will split. But as you can see, the side of that has just had it. Right, I look like I'm going to have to put a net over there soon because the pigeons might be having a nip. Go on, yeah. Garlic hair's coming through. My onions there are looking really good. But if you look at the tops, I think they're going to go and blow and go to seed. Well, it must be 20 degrees here today. I've got to empty that tub because the carrots in that are no good. Start heaping this up tomorrow. That'll be another job right out of the way. And then as much grass seed as I can collect, I'm going to collect from home and start to do the rows. I'll get these heaped up tomorrow, right up, and that's that sort. This I might try, well, the wife won't be back down until possibly Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know. I might try and put a membrane down between it and this side. This lot of root is going to go through it. That's all ready for my cobras which are popped through. The weeds. Right, come on Tiger. Tulips. Lovely, aren't they? That's to keep the flowers. We've had to refill the cedars because the birds have absolutely annihilated them. This compost bin here, as you can see, it's very low now, so this one I'll be using. Come on you. That's my pear tree, and I'm hoping to get a fantastic harvest on this year. Look like it. They're coming early. The pear over there. This is my cherry. Sorry, cherry, pear, apple, plum. That apple tree next to the plum tree. When it comes to autumn, I'm going to try and dig that one up and remove it. Buttercups, right? Oh dear. I've cut this. They've all decided to have another cup of bloody tea. Sorry about the wording, but you know, that's why we don't get nothing done. Them, I still believe they're turnips. Look like they've kicked on. There's one there not going anywhere, but the others have. Dwarf beans. They're looking like they're kicking on. I've got some beans to go in that end up there. In there, what's the name? Look like I've got something coming through, but I don't know what. Ah, Swedes. Now I can see them. Yeah, Swedes. So this one here should be Swede and all. So 2 rows of Swede. Carrots I've started. Come on Tiger. You can see I weeded through this lot last week. Look at him. He's had enough. Yeah, as you can see I've put some old rock dust on it. I managed to weed through it, but obviously I must have missed a load. This is looking okay. These are onions. Red onions and white onions and all sorts. My parsnips though, look at them. I'm going to have to... I think it's either the first row, I'll have to check up. See the ladybirds everywhere. That's the first row, I believe, is either a gladiator, and the second row is true and tender. Come on you. Hey, hey. Oh, he's a bucket he is. Come on. Right, let's have a look at these, because Mum say I'm getting heavy. See, the trouble is... Oh, sorry. Oh, dear. That broccoli. No good. No good. Actually, yes. Yes, they are. Get off there. Little monkey ears. You know what he's doing now. Oh, they're hardened up lovely. I notice people keep, my friends keep coming over and giving them a squeeze, and I'm like, yeah, you can forget that one. Cauliflowers. No. Not yet. Late, which I don't mind. I've got some more cabbage and stuff at home. But I'm trying to grow the stuff for Christmas. So I have a harvest at Christmas time of my sprouts and everything. Right, I've seen a, there it is, potato coming through with them carrots. I'm just going to pull that. There's a pub on the shrubs over there. It's called, obviously somebody's got karaoke. Sam, who's that singing? Guys, a little after 10, or 10:30. I got up here now, it's just started to ease off. It's been raining. Look at it. Everything's looking so good. And so are the weeds. Right, my plan today is, sorry about the speed of that, I've got to slow myself down. Is to get my rotavator in here. And do that, and that side over there. Sort the shelving out. That has got to be moved. Ready for getting some tomatoes in perhaps over the next few days. You can see how I normally do is I tie my tomatoes. I'm going to put my tomatoes in the back, tie them. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should get 9 along the back end, and in the front I'm going to use for other things like peppers. But that's my plan, so I'm now going to open the shed and I'll show you when I get started. Here we go. That's what it looks like. I'll show you the end results. That'll spill over the edges, but I'll soon pull that all out. I've got it a little bit higher this year. My plan actually was to put an extra gravel board height all the way around the back and either end, but plan to go out the windows when you got allotments. So many blooming things you got to do. thank all the new subscribers, especially one from I think it's North Lowestoft. Thank you very much for commenting. That was fantastic, and all of you new guys. Really is appreciated. I tell you, it's really appreciated at this moment. Alright guys, that's that rotavator. It's gone in nice. See, what it does is when it rotavates and make it fine like that, it also bulks it up. So I'm now going to pull it away from the edge, as you can see, and I'm going to heap that up into the middle, and possibly put a bit more into this bed because this is the lower one. Oh dear. Oh, look at that bloody snails going up outside and slugs and everything. Never mind, we'll get this done and we'll get some tomatoes in here. I was going to keep one greenhouse for cucumbers, possibly that one. That's got to have the same treatment, but that'll be another day. I'm hoping to manage to get this side done today. That's only a little bit, that won't take 5 minutes just to run the rotavator, just to break it up a bit, but actually, actually it looks like we've got, sorry, I heard some noise. That's the trouble when you get old, I go loony. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to, this will probably be mainly all tomatoes. That little bit, look at them, look at the radishes. I could probably plant some of them on, but I'm going to leave them and harvest them smaller. Yes, this side will be tomatoes, and also what I'll do is I'm going to just do all of this tomatoes, and at the front I'm going to do peppers. Peppers at the front, peppers at the front. So it'll be just one row. Normally I zigzag tomatoes, if you can understand what I mean. So, and then it could be just that one cucumber, and I put in some market more outside. I might, my experiment is going to be, which I forgot to bring up, is I've got some pumpkins, and I'm thinking of putting my pumpkins this end, because pumpkins I believe go head towards the sun. So I'm thinking if I put a pumpkin at each event, middle of these rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, let them go that way, and by the time the sweet corn's ready to harvest, the pumpkin should be then starting to get big. They also should give me ground cover. That end, well, you know, I'm running out of ground, you won't believe it. Alright guys, they're plans, but if you've known me for a long while, I make lots of plans and nothing happened to them. Right, I'm going to finish cleaning this and sorting this out. I'll put the kettle on just now. Guys, that's good enough. What we got here? Well, let's say sunflowers done through there. Oh, spare sweet corn. These are Big Daddies. Alright. Guys, I'm about to get outside a minute because it's getting hot. Alright, they're Big Daddies. So they're going to go all the way along there. I'll space the wires out a little bit more. I'm probably going to have to buy some more new jute, because that seems to be I think it's the Chinese jute. Doesn't last. It rots after a year. Yeah, see. So then they'll go right up to the top. And it'll probably be a different variety there. What have we got here? Oh, ox hearts. That's another big one. Raspberries. Raspberry ox heart. Which are nice. So I'll have a few left, but I didn't realise. Sorry. Bloody thing. I didn't realise that I had some spare sweet corn, because I've took a sweet corn of another variety and put in the end where I did yesterday. So never mind. Never mind. That'll probably come out to be super sweet corn. This must be super sweet. Look at the sky. I was just waiting for it to open up again on me. But I've got to get this done. I'm going to bash them in now. I used to have some down pipes. I cut it all down pipes so I could stick it into the ground and then water by the side, but I think I'll probably have to do like a lot of people. I'll have to put pipes through the water. That's one thing, the East Coast won't have no water shortages this year. And that one will probably be something like a lot of cherry tomatoes, because I think I've got pear, yellow pear, and I've got a Gardeners Delight Maggie's gift to me. But everybody's giving people tomatoes, and I've got so many varieties. I've got tomatoes to go in at home so my wife can harvest. Yeah, I shouldn't knock, I suppose, knock the strawberries. They're coming along. Even the new ones I've put in, look, they've gone mad. The old ones are now kicking along, except for that end one up there. Even this little one here. So I can't complain, but this is what I've been trying to defeat. This coming out of it, and I get right underneath it. I've got one missing there, so I've got to try and I need one there. You know, I put cardboard down, I put the membrane on top, and that stuff still grows. That is indestructible. It's probably coming from the outside and all. But the carrots look like they're desperately in need of a thin out. The lettuces I put in here the other day, I've got some radishes down here. Oh dear, look, let's come off. You know, whatever I touch at the moment, whatever I touch, got to have a new cooker, but we ain't going to have one yet until when we start the fan up. The fan is rattling away, and it's because the heat of the cooker has burnt sort of the metal away at the back. So the screws are popped out. Had a bloke round and have a look. He said no. He said no, let's add it. Still works, so we're going to keep it going until as long as possible. But I just seem to be that at the moment. My other camcorder's naffed. I did drop it. I didn't tell the old girl, she'll kill me. Right, so I'm going to put them in, and I think I'll put them pots in near the root. Right guys, I know everybody know how to put it. sorry, can't get the blooming glove off. Right, everybody know how to put a tomato plant in, but look, this is what I do. I'll just show you my way. Have the roots, trim off this lot, probably that one. Yep, with your fingers, dig a hole, drop it in. Right, drop it in, stay there, don't you disappear. Sorry about this, all this messing about. I've got all sorts. Right, where are we? Here I come, guys. And what I do is I just give it a little fish blood and bone in it. Give it a good old welly down. And then I'm going to put this one in. And there. Right. Oh shit. Sorry. That's that rustic garden getting me swearing more. Right, there you go, guys. So I'm now going to do all of this lot. See, I'll move that along a bit. The tie will new tie down straight to it. Tie it up to the top. I can move that across it all. See it all move. Let's have a look. 47 has been in here. I've got Tony's just come up. There's 20 in here at the moment. So I'll have a couple a little while. Right, off we go. I'll show you the end result. Right guys, there we go. See, what I'll do is I'll put the peppers to the front more. So it's now start to rain. By the time you trimmed your leaves and that off, there's going to be tons of them. You want them up. Big boys, I suppose, 4 trusses. Not much more. You won't get nothing really big if you want. Jack's just arrived. I want to try and do that side now, if I can. But they're 2 of them now. What cup of tea? Right, so we'll crack on. Right, that's that job done. That side. I've now finished that side and all. I've had my cuppa. I'm getting to get ready and go home. I've just harvested some more radishes. I'm having them for tea tonight. Look at them. And I've got radishes. I've watered them. This lot. I'm leaving the door open tonight, but I'm going to put something up against it to stop the old cats getting in. And I better put some water in there. I've got some lettuces I want to plant in some. Right, little drop of water on them, and we're cracking. We've got to go home. Alright guys, stay safe everybody. Thank you, most of you, for enjoying the videos. I try to keep on the gardening side of it and that, but I am a bit of a waffler and I get off on subjects and all sorts. I've got to bring my pumpkins up here. Right, stay safe everybody, and look like I'm now going to get drenched. Bye for now.